Okay. Okay. So good morning. Good morning, everyone. So in our last lecture, we have started linear equation and we have completed what is linear equation, what are the methods that we have seen already. But only one method we are left, that is linear equation, how to solve the linear equation, that is simultaneous equations with the help of graphical method and the application part. So that is remained here. So we are going to continue with that today. So let's see. So before the going to that, let's again recall what are the important points that we have to remember in this, that is in linear equation. So again, it's quickly an equation of the form ax plus by is equals to c. This is nothing but the standard form. This we must remember because the standard form is the most important thing of any type of the equations, whether it is linear, whether it is quadratic, whether it is cubic. So this is the important thing. So always remember this one. Next is the solution. Obviously, the pair of x and y which will satisfy the given equation are called as the solution of that particular linear equation. Then there are few methods of solving the linear pair of equation. The first one is the algebraic method. In that, we have seen the substitution method, elimination method, and also the determinant method, which is also called as the Cramer's rule. So these three we have already seen. And again, one more important thing I am going to repeat, that is determinant or the Cramer's rule. This is very important because in the higher class also we require this determinant. So don't forget this one. And next one is the graphical method. So the graphical method which you are seeing in your 9th standard, the same we are going to apply here. But the thing is that in 9th standard we are seeing this for simply one variable. So in 10th standard we are going to see it for two variable. So here a few things is given to us, that is if the graphs of two equation of a system intersects at 2 points, at a single point, then the system is said to have a unique solution. Remember this point, student, because in graphical method, these 3 points are the important one. The first one, whatever graph we are drawing, if the graph of that two equation will intersect just at a single point, if it is intersecting at a single point, then we say that the system has a unique solution. Remember this, one point means one solution, that is a unique solution we can say here. Next, then if the graph of two equation of a system has two parallel lines, then we say that it has no solution. Remember this thing. If the graph is having a parallel lines, what we are saying, parallel lines, now it is not intersecting anywhere, just the parallel, then it will definitely have no solution. So remember this thing. And finally, if the lines are coincidence, then we say that infinitely many solutions. So these three things are very important by solving the linear equations with the help of graphical method. First one, if it intersect a single point, then it will have a single solution. If it will intersect or if the lines are coincidence, means if they are falling on each other, then each and every point on that line are said to be the solutions of given equation, that is it has infinitely many solutions. And the second one, that is the last one, if the two lines are parallel, we say that it has no solution. So remember this few points here which are very important while solving any example with a graphical method. Now, while solving graphical method, what will be the solution? The solution is simply the order pair which satisfy the equation is a solution of that equation. Order pair means, again, you know that whatever values we write inside this bracket. Why order pair we require? Because graph we are taking, that will we require a x coordinate and we will require a y coordinate. So this pair is simply the solution of given equation. Okay, so in graphical method. Next one, here are the few steps to follow for drawing a graph of a linear equation in two variables. The first one, we require at least 4 order pairs for a given equation. Whatever equation is given to us, from that equation, find at least 4 order pairs. It is very important. Huh? You can, if you draw 2, it will get very, we cannot get a proper equation there, proper graph there. So find at least 4 order pair. More than 4 is also okay, but find at least 4. Then next is draw x and y axis on a graph paper and plot the points. And finally, we have to see that all the points lie on a single line here. So here we have taken one example here to draw the graphs of the equation. Two equations are given to us, right? X plus y is equals to 2 and 2x minus y is equals to 2. So these are the two equations and we have to draw a graph for this. So firstly, for drawing the graph, for a single equation, we have to form the order pair xy, that is 4 order pairs. So for the equation of a given line y is this one, x plus y is equals to 2. So that can be also written as y is equals to 2 minus x. Some may write x is equals to, so it depends on us. Next is 2x minus y is equals to 2. So yes, y is equals to minus 2 plus 2x. Simply we are converted it into y is equals to. You can convert it into x is equals to also. Now next one. Here we are to form the order pairs. Now look here, x, y, x, y. So what we have to do, we have taken y is equals to 2 minus x. So according to your choice, take any values of x. Suppose I take x is equals to 0. Okay, if I take x is equals to 0, put that value in this equation. So we will get y is equals to 2 minus 0. So that means your value of y will be equals to 2 for x is equals to 0. So what will be our order pair? Order pair will be 0, comma 2. This is the simplest thing. So which you know very well. So simply find out the 4 order pairs. Take any values of your choice. Now suppose I'm taking this is equals to minus 1. That is x is equals to minus 1. So 2 minus of minus 1 is 2 plus 1, that is equals to 3. So our next order pair is minus 1 comma 3. Again you can take any one. Suppose now I take this is equals to 2. So what will happen? Put here 2 minus 2, 0. So our next order pair is 2, 0. And now suppose I'm taking here x is equals to 2. One more thing, if possible, don't take higher numbers, because if you are taking 5, 10, 15, then you are on a graph paper, you have to make that much, you have to draw that much of points. So that will be either your graph will be very short or it will not fit on a graph properly. So if possible, take smaller number. So I take now x is equals to 1. So again y is equals to 2 minus 1, that is equals to 1 only. So these are the 4 order pairs. Simply write down here. Now next is for the next one, for the equation of line y is equals to minus 2 plus 2x, we have already completed a graph here. I taken the values of 0, x is equals to 0, 1, 3 and minus 1. And for that we have find out the values of y. So these are our order pairs xy. Okay, so this is completed. The first step, that is the first one. Find the order pairs xy, at least 4 order pairs. So we have found out the 4 order pairs of both the equation. In the next step, what we require? In the next step, we require that we have to draw the graphs on xy axis, means we'll require xy coordinate. Okay, so this is our xy axis. Again, I drawn x-axis and y-axis on a graph paper, but don't forget to write the scale here. So I have not drawn the scale here. You know very well what is the scale. So just I'm writing here scale here. Sorry. Okay, simply write down the scale here. Scale means whatever whatever coming in that, what values you are taking on x-axis and what values you are taking on y-axis. For example, here the box on x-axis just consists this here. This is just one box I consider for one unit. Then for up to 1 to 2, only one box we are taken. So that only we have to write on a scale. That is on scale, x-axis is equal 1 unit is equals to 1 centimeter. If you are taking 2 boxes for 1 centimeter, you are going to write 1 unit is equals to 2 centimeter. And the scale is very, very important, students. Please don't forget that. Don't forget to write the scale. So this is the most important thing. And the next, the easiest step, whatever order pair we have taken, simply plot that order pairs on this graph paper and draw the lines. You will get the required equation here. If it is intersecting, we will say that it is having infinitely many solutions. If it is parallel, we will say that it is having no solutions. And if it is intersecting at a single point, we'll say it has a unique solution. So that is the easy one which I can do very well. Just you have to draw the graphs there. Now the next is the application of linear equation in two variables. Again, you know this very well. Application means what? Whatever equations you are given or whatever situations we are having in our day-to-day life, that we have to frame in a mathematical form, right? That we are going to frame in the mathematical form here. So let's see this. Now, firstly, I'm going to take few examples from your textbook, which are the solved examples. So let's see this one. Just a minute. Why we are taking the solved examples? Because these are very, very important one. Because in exam, the questions will come here. The first question I am taking here. The perimeter of a rectangle. What is saying? The perimeter of rectangle is 40 centimeter. Then the length of a rectangle is more than double its breadth by 2. Find the length and breadth. Again, remember one thing. While solving the mathematics, you must know all this formula. What is the perimeter? What are the areas of view? Suppose trapezium is arc. Suppose the rhombus is arcs. So you must be able to write this formula. Then and then only you can solve the questions easily. So what is here? The perimeter of rectangle is given to us. Then the length of rectangle and the breadth of rectangle, in this some relation is given to us, so we have to find the length and breadth. So let's see what is here. Firstly, length and breadth we have to find. So whatever we have to find, for that we assume some values here. So we assume that length of rectangle be x centimeter and breadth of rectangle be y centimeter. So this three things we are these two things we assume. Then look at the conditions. For the first condition, what it says, the perimeter of rectangle. What is mean by perimeter? Can anyone say me? Just anyone raise your hand and tell me what is mean by perimeter. हाँ बोलो.
मिस लेंथ और ब्रेथ को प्लस करके 2 से डिवाइड करते हैं तो हमें पेरीमीटर का एरिया मिलता है.
नहीं वो ठीक है, but what is mean by perimeter? I'm not asking you the formula. I'm asking you the meaning of perimeter.
मिस उसके एरिया निकालने का, पेरीमीटर का एरिया कितना होता है उससे कहते हैं. राइट एंगल का मिस एरिया इतना.
अच्छा, सर्कल का पेरीमीटर क्या होता है?
सर्कल का
मिस सर्कल का पेरीमीटर नहीं होता क्योंकि वो सर्कल होता है. हम लोग पेरीमीटर का एज निकालना रहता है.
टीचर
अब सर्कल का पेरीमीटर नहीं होता है.
2 pi r circumference.
Pi r, very good. Perimeter means बच्चों, the meaning of perimeter is the boundary of anything that is actually called as the perimeter, or sum of all the sides, all the sum of its boundary is called as perimeter. In close figures or in quadrilaterals, we get the square figure, we get the close edges figure we get there. So in that we count the boundary, that is in that we count the sides, we measure the side, the sum of the measure of all the sides forms a perimeter. But whereas in circle we don't have the edges there, we just have a round figure. So the boundary, the round, is nothing but the perimeter of circle, and that is called as the circumference. Okay, so the name is changed, but circle also has a perimeter. In circle we call it as by circumference. Okay, so here perimeter, just look at this one. It is a rectangle. It is having four sides. This is first, this is second, then this third, and this one is the fourth. The sum of all these four sides forms a perimeter. So the formula for perimeter is twice into bracket x plus y. So this you must know. So that is given is equals to 40 centimeters. So we have got the first equation. But if you look properly, this 40 is divisible by 2. So we simply simplified this. So we got x plus y is equals to 20. So your first equation is completed. That is, we have got the first linear equation. Now next is what it says. The length of a rectangle is more. What it says? More. By whom it is more? Than double its breadth by 2. Length is more than breadth. But what the relation, exact relation, length is given more. So we take x is equals to, किससे बड़ा है? Breadth से. By how much? Double the breadth. So double the breadth that is twice y, and by how much it is bigger? It is bigger by 2. So we are taken x is equals to 2y plus 2. Again, just simplify this, write in the standard form. So x minus 2y is equals to 2. So this is our second equation. Now we have got the two equations. Now you know the methods of solving this. Solve either by elimination, substitution, grammar, or by graphical method. By any of the method you can solve this here. So here we are solving this by determinant method. Just a minute. So here we are solving this by determinant method here. So what we have done for solving the determinant, for determinant, you know very well whatever the two equations are given to us. From that two equations, we write the value of d. While writing d in the first row, this is the first row. In the first row, we write the coefficients of x and y from the first equation. So from this first equation, coefficient of x and y is 1, 1. So we are written here x is equals to 1, y is equals to 1. Then the second row, for the second row, what we do? We write the coefficients of second equation, coefficients of x and y from the second equation. Here coefficient of x is 1, here coefficient of x is minus 2. So we are taken here 1 comma minus 2. Again, the rest you know very well. Simply cross multiply this 2, multiplication of this 2 minus multiplication of this 2. So we got here 1 into minus 2 minus 1 into 1, so which is equals to minus 2 minus 1, that is equals to minus 3. So we got the d. Once we got the determinant, then nextly find the value of dx. Again, this is the most important thing while writing the dx. Look here, the first place in the d is for x. So here what we do, instead of x, write the values of constant here. So constant from the first equation, constant from the second equation, and your y terms will be remain as it is. Again, with the same simple method, solve this one. And for dy, what we do? Dy, then this is the place for y. So instead the coefficient of y, we write there the constant term, and the x terms will remain as it is. Again, solve them, we get the value of di. In the last lecture also, we told you that you must remember this formula, that is x is equals to dx by d and y is equals to dy by d. Simply substitute the values here. We get x is equals to 14 and y is equals to 6. So this is nothing but the length and the breadth of the equation. Again, one more thing. While solving the word problem, when you write the final answer, since the word problem is asked, you have to write the answer in wording only. If you just write x is equals to 14 and y is equals to 6, so answer is finished. No. You have to write in word, that is length of a rectangle is 14. Whatever unit is given to us, that unit length of rectangle 14 centimeter and breadth of a rectangle is 6 centimeter. Then your answer will be completed. So it is very easy. So we are learned already. Just you have to remember all the basic points here. Now look at this one. This type of question can be asked in the board exam. Means it is what is here? A problem is given in some different form. Sale, 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 only for 2 days. What it says, I have some analog wristwatches and some digital wristwatch. I'm going to sell them at a discount. Then what it says, on a 2 days the sale was performed, right? Sale on a first day, and this is the sale on a second day. What was the sale? Means how much she sale and how much amount she received, that is given here. Analog watch, the total sale of analog watch was 11. For digital watch, 6 watches was been sold, and the price of this the total amount which she got is 4,330 rupees on the first day. 2 days sale was there. So on the second day, she sold 22 analog watches and just 5 digital watch, and but the total price what she got is more than the first one, that is 7,330 rupees. So this was the description which we are given. What we have to write? We have to find out the selling price of wristwatch only. Okay, means wristwatch. Two types of rich was are given, analog and digital. Means we have to find the selling price of both this, analog also as well as the digital also. So let's see how to do this one. Okay, since we have to find out the selling price, firstly what we are going to do, we are going to assume the value prices of the selling price of each watch. Two watches are there, so we assume that the selling price of analog watch to be rupees X, of digital to be Y. Then what it says, according to the first condition, just selling price is given. Look here, 11 analog watch was sold and 6 digital. For 11 what we take, that is equals to X. Means one analog watch was sold for X rupees. So obviously 11 watches will be sold for 11X. Same for one digital watch was sold for Y rupees. So 6 digital watch will be sold for 6 into Y, and the total price is given to us 4,330 rupees. So this frames our first equation. Then according to the second condition, that is from the sale 2, we got 22x plus 5 is 5y is equals to 7,330 rupees. So this is our second equation. So again we have framed the two equation. Now this is the easiest part, student. You can solve this. Just a minute. Yes, anyone having any problem? Someone is raising hand. Okay. Okay, so we are here. So we have found the two equations. Now use any of the method and solve this. So either what we are doing, we are doing the coefficients equal. Now look here is 11x, here is 22x. If I multiply equation 1 by 2, so 11 into 2 will be 22. So we will get here 22x, and simply we have to subtract this so that your x will got cancelled easily. So we have multiplied equation 1 by 2. So we have got the next equation. This is now from this second and third, if you look, this is same. So simply subtract this 2 so that we'll get the value of y here now. Look here, we are subtracted equation 3 from equation 2. After subtracting, what happened? This 22 plus 22 minus 22 it gets cancelled. Now 5 minus 12, it is 7y. And this minus this is equals to minus 1,330 rupees. Now again divide by 7, so we got y is equals to 190. So up to this completed, we have got the value of y. Now once one value you got, substitute it any one of the equation to find the another one. So here we are substituted in equation number 1 here. So after substituting the value of y in equation 1, solving, we got x is equals to 290. Clear? So now means we have got x and y both. So selling price of each analog watch is 290 rupees and each digital watch is 190 rupees. Again remember, since it was wording, we are rewrited the answer in the wording format only. This is the most important thing. Okay, if anyone having any doubt in this question, they can ask. क्या किसी कोई doubt यहाँ पे? Okay, no. Let's move forward then. Look, this question has been reduced. Look here, if you are having something in the denominator, so this type of question, this is actually before reducing the syllabus, this type of questions were having very importance, but since it is little bit tricky, this one, so this has been reduced from your syllabus. Okay, so this question has been reduced. Okay, these are the same type of that. Let's just frame the mathematical form and we'll see the next one then. Look here, a certain amount is equally distributed among certain number of students. Now here we don't know the number, we don't know the amount, as well as we don't know the number of students here. Then what it says, each will get rupees 2 less. If 10 students were more, each will get 6 more. If 15 students were less, then find the number of students and the amount distributed. Obviously, from the first one only we get to know that we have to find the amount and the number of students. So whatever we have to find, that firstly we write. So that is, let the number of students be x and the amount given to each student be y. So what is the total amount distributed? So it is simply x multiplied by y. Then according to the first condition what say, each will get rupees 2 less if 10 students are more. How many students we are having? X students. So what it says, 10 students are more, that means x plus 10. And what the students will get? They will get 2 rupees, 2 rupees less. So it is y minus 2 and the total amount is x into y. So according to the first condition, we have got this one. Simply simplify this one. So multiply this bracket, this one. After simplifying, we get our first equation. That is minus x plus 5y is equals to 10. Next, what the second equation says? If 10 second equation say each will get rupees 6 more. 6 more, that means it is y plus 6 rupees are getting, so it is y plus 6. If 15 students are there, that means this 15 will be subtracted from the number of students, that is from x. So this is the second condition, x minus 15 into y plus 6 is equals to 6y. Simplify this one, so we have got our second equation. Now solve this by your own method, any of the method, and found the value of x and find the value of y here. Now let's see a few more examples. Okay. So yeah. Now I've taken one more example here. What it says? Two numbers differ by 3. The sum of twice the smaller number and thrice the greater number is 90. We have to find the numbers here. Again, student, remember one thing. Solve each and every example from your textbook. Still, you will get very, very good marks here. So, please solve.
मैम
Yes?
मुझे डाउट है मुझे इसमें
पूछो.
ये फॉर्मूला में
Which question?
फॉर्मूला में
हाँ, बोलो कौन सा फॉर्मूला?
y2 प्लस
इसी इक्वेशन में बोल रहा है कि किसी और इक्वेशन में? इसके पहले वाले इसमें?
नहीं नीचे वाले में
एक सेकंड, यहाँ पे बोल रहे क्या तुम?
नहीं नीचे y5 प्लस 3y में लिखा है आपने
y माइनस,
हाँ यस
y माइनस 3.
हाँ यस में.
अच्छा, तो एक मिनट, अभी तक वहां तक आए नहीं हम, वहां पर आने के बाद वी विल सी. ओके,
हाँ थैंक यू मिस.
ओके ओके, वेलकम. ठीक है. So firstly, we have to find the two numbers. So what we do here, since we have to find the two numbers, we will assume that the two numbers will be x and y. One more thing, don't mix it with the quadratic. We have to solve it simultaneously, linear. So we'll get two variables here. So we assume the greater number is x and the smaller number is y. So these two things we have assumed. Then what the first conditions say? The first conditions say the two numbers differ by 3. That is, the difference between them is 3. Therefore, we got the first equation. That is x minus y is equals to 3. Then what is the next? The sum of twice the smaller number and thrice the greater number is 19. Now again, the sum is given to us 19. But again, there is one few conditions is given. Whose sum is given to us? Sum of twice the smaller, which is the smaller y, that is 2y, and with whom we are doing it sum, thrice the greater number, that is 3 into x. So the sum of this two, 3x plus 2y is equals to 19. Again, we have got the two equation. Now solve this by any of your method. So here what we have done, look here. In the first one, the variable of y is 1. In the second equation, variable of y is 2. But y is having minus sign. So you have multiplied equation 1 by 2. You can multiply equation 1 by 3 also, but then you have to subtract here. Okay, but since it is having minus, who's this? Please mute yourself. After multiplying, we have got a new equation, that is 2x minus 2y is equals to 6,1. Again, now simply add this to equation 2 and equation 3. This 2 has been added here. So what you got? This plus 2y minus 2y got cancelled. 3x plus 2y is 5x. 19 plus 6 is 25. So x is equals to 25 by 5 and we get x is equals to 5. One number we have got. That is a greater number we have found out. But what we require? The smaller also. So simply substitute x is equals to 5 in any one of the equation. So here we substituted in equation 1. What is equation 1? X minus y is equals to 3. So instead of this x, instead of this x, we have substituted there 5. So 5u minus y is equals to 3. What we have to find? We have to find the value of y. Since here y was negative, we have transferred it to other side. So we get 5u plus 3 shifted to here. So minus 3 and minus y shifted to this side. So we get 5u minus y, 3 is equals to y. That is y is equals to 2. So these are our two required numbers. Y is equals to 5u and y is equals to 2. Clear? Anyone having any doubt here? इसको डाउट था यहाँ पे, समझ में आया? Yes.
Miss, can you explain me how to form this second equation?
3x plus 2y is equals to 19.
Yes.
Okay. It is very easy, student. What is given? Look at the question. The sum of the twice the smaller number. Sum is given. Whose sum is given? Twice the smaller number. Your smaller number is y, right? Twice it say that is, this is 2y. Now, this sum is given to us. With whom we have to do this sum? This sum we are going to do with thrice the greater number. Thrice the greater, which is greater number? Greater is x. That is next number is your 3x. Thrice is said, that is 3x. And the sum of this two is given to us. The sum of these two, that is thrice x plus 2y. Sum of this two is given to us and that is equals to 90. So we take here 3x plus 2y is equals to 90. समझ में आया?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Any doubt anyone having?
मिस कब हमें कैसे पता चलेगा कि क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन में से कि लीनियर इक्वेशन में से? क्योंकि कभी कभार क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन में भी 2% के बोलते एज निकालने.
नहीं, तो वहां पे जब 2% की एज बोली जाती है तो व्हाट हैपन देयर? सपोज वहां पे एक क्वेश्चन रहता है, सपोज द एज ऑफ सन इज स्क्वायर ऑफ द एज ऑफ द फादर, ऐसे कुछ बोला जाता है. मीन्स वहां पे सिर्फ एक ही एज ली जाती है. सन की एज उसके एज के रिलेशन में रहती है. सपोज हमने फादर की एज x ली तो सन की एज क्या बोला जाता है? इट इज द स्क्वायर ऑफ, वो क्या हो गया? x स्क्वायर हो गया. मीन्स यहाँ पे गलत हो गया, ये फादर चाहिए और ये सन चाहिए. ऐसा समझ में? मीन्स सपोज द एज ऑफ is suppose the age of son is x, then the age of father is the square of age of son. क्या हो गया? x का स्क्वायर हो गया, मिल गई. ये हो गई सन की एज, ये हो गई फादर की एज. फिर उनके बाद उसके बीच में रिलेशन है. बट
Yes, miss.
you look at the linear equation. In linear equation, two different things will be given to us. That is, if your two numbers differ by 3, then if there comes some difference like this words if come, then it is definitely from linear equation. And if the square comes, if it is inverse, something like comes, it is the square root of something, then that is definitely from quadratic. So this things you must remember. If it is addition, subtraction, then it will be linear. If it is square root, inverse, then it will be the quadratic one. Okay.
Yes, miss. Thank you, miss.
Okay. So now one more example we are taken. Again, the age example we are taken because this type of examples only came in the exam. So we are taking that one only. So
Miss,
look here. Sorry.
miss,
हाँ बोलो.
miss ये बोर्ड के पेपर में आएगा क्या मिस?
Yes. Please say loudly. Not able to hear you properly.
मिस ये बोर्ड के पेपर में आएगा क्या बोर्ड के पेपर में?
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल आ सकते, इसलिए आई एम अगेन एंड अगेन सेइंग जितने भी क्वेश्चंस आपके टेक्स्ट बुक में है, डू दैट ओनली. You will get very good marks when do all the solved examples, do all the examples from your practice set, because already your syllabus has been reduced by 25%, more than 25%.
Yes,
So you
miss.
do that only. Okay, okay, so we are
Yes,
here.
miss.
Okay.
मिस ये बोर्ड के पेपर में भी आएगा क्वेश्चन?
We can't say that this only come, but the questions from the textbook will definitely come, and these are from the textbooks only. Okay, this is from the practice set, so this can come in board exam.
मिस ये बोर्ड के पेपर में भी आएगा ना मिस ये?
हाँ, आ सकता है.
थैंक यू मिस.
Okay, so look this one. The sum of father's age and twice the age of son. Twice the age of his son is 70. If we double the age of the father and add it to age of his son, the sum is 95. Find the present ages. Present ages bola hai, means we have to find both the ages of son and the father here. So firstly, we assume the ages. So what we assume here? We assume that the present age of father and son be x year and y year. This is x is for father and y is for, what is mean by respectively, students? Respectively
मिस अलग अलग.
okay, alag alag. The first is x is for the first one, for the first one, and the next one is for the next one, that is for the son. So we assume this one. So what the first condition says? The first condition says that the sum of father's age, sum, since it is sum given, again it will be from the linear. The sum of father's age, and now it is given twice, twice the age of son is given to us 70. So father is x, and twice the sum of twice the son is given, that is 2 into y, and the sum is given to us 17. So we frame the first equation. Next, what says? If we double the age of father, now the age of father is double. What was the age of father? It is x. So since it is double, we got it is 2x, and add it to the age of his son. Now no changes, we are done with the age of son. So we are simply added it to the age of son here, 2x plus y. And what the sum is given to us? That is equals to 95. So this is our next one. So that is 2x plus y is equals to 95. So this is the most important thing, student, means framing the word problem in the mathematical form. Once you have done this, the rest is the easiest one. This is the most. Okay, now solve this for any method. You can do the grammars, graphical. Don't move to graphical because that is the time consuming. Graphical can be asked for 4 marks, so keep it for that only. Here solve by either simultaneous, elimination, or by the grammar. So simply what we have done, we are multiplying equation 1 by 2. Look here. Here, the coefficient of x is 2. So here we are also doing the same coefficient, x is equals to 2. And after we got this one, and simply subtract it from subtract equation 2 and 3. So after subtracting, 2x get cancelled, 4y minus y is 3y, 145 and 95 is 45, and we got y is equals to 15. 15 is whose age? That is y is the age of sun. So we have got the age of sun. Next one, simply substitute the y value of y in any one of the, you can substitute in 1, 2 or 3 also, and simply solve this one. After solving, we get the value of x is equals to 40. So we got both the values, and since it is wording, write final answer in the word format. The present age of father is 40 years and the present age of son is 15 years. Clear, student? Again, very easy question this was. Any doubt in this, anyone?
No, teacher.
Okay, good.
No.
ठीक है. Okay, so I taken this question. This is a very important type of question. This has came for many time in the exam. So it is out of 1900 kilometer. Let me complete this one. Okay, out of 1900 kilometer, we shall travel some distance by bus and some by aeroplane. Okay, we shall has to go somewhere. The total distance is 1900. From this 1900, he travels some by bus, some by aeroplane. And what happened? Bus travels with an average speed of 60 kilometer. The average speed of bus is given to it, that is equals to 60 kilometer per hour. And the average speed of aeroplane is also given to us. Bus travel 60 kilometer per hour, whereas aeroplane travels 700 kilometers per hour. So what it gets? It takes 5 hours to complete the journey. So find the distance we shall travel by bus. Total journey has been completed in only 5 hours. We have to find the total distance Vishal has been traveled by bus. Clear? Vishal traveled by bus. This we have to find out. So firstly, we assume that we shall travel the distance by buses. Just a minute. We shall travel the distance by buses x kilometer and by x kilometer. And by aeroplane also we assume this is equals to y kilometer. Then again, the speed is given to us. Nothing else we are given. We are given the speed. So, firstly, the total distance is given, that is 1900 kilometer. So we are taken x plus y is equals to 1900. First condition is completed. Then after the comma, again one more thing. Student get most of the time confused at which is the first condition, from where the second condition stops. So always remember, from the up to first full stop, it will be the first condition. Up to the second full stop, then it will be the second condition. Okay? So again, we shall travel some distance by bus. But before that, we know this formula. Time is equals to distance upon speed. Right here, we are given the speed, average speed. So speed will be equals to distance upon time. That is S is equals to distance upon total time covered. This formula we have. So time covered to cover x kilometer by bus. X distance is given, so it is x. How much time it required? It requires 60 kilometer per hour. So divided by 60. So we got time required is x by 60 for bus. Same for time required by y is y by 700, because aeroplane travels with 700 kilometer per hour. So these are our two times we are having. Then what is the next? The next thing is that the total time we required, the total time which we require, that is equals to 5 hours. So two times we are having, right? These are the two times. Sorry, this was not required. This was required only. Time is equals to distance by speed. Two times we are having, time for bus, and this is time for y. So x by 60 plus y by 700 is equals to 5. Now simply solve this one. This 60, 700 is in denominator. Do the cross multiplication. 700x plus 60y is equal to mute yourself. Okay, so we have got 70x plus 6y is equals to 21,000. Again, we have simplified this by dividing it by 10. So we got 7x. Sorry, here only we are divided by. Then these two equations we are having with us. Equation number 1, and the next is equation number 2. This is your equation number 2. Now look here. The coefficient of y is 6 here from equation 1. So to equation 1, we multiplied by 6. So we got 6x plus 6y is equals to 11400. So now we have got this two equations simply. Here also y is having plus sign, and here also y is having plus sign. So simply subtract this 2. After subtracting, this 6y got cancelled. 70 minus 6, 64x. 21,000 minus 11,400 is 9,600. So x is equals to 150. This is the distance traveled by bus. So we have got the distance traveled by bus is equals to 150 kilometer. Up to this is completed. But if we are asked find the distance traveled by aeroplane also, then what we have to do? We have to substitute the value of x is equals to 150 in any one of the equation and simplify this one. So since we are asked only for the bus, we are completed up to this. Okay, anyone having any doubt up to this?
Miss
Follow
मिस सेकंड इक्वेशन कैसे आया?
second equation. क्या दिया था हमें? We have found it 2 times. Suppose this tx is for bus and this ty is for aeroplane, right? This 2 times we are given. Bus travel with an average speed of 60 km per hour, and this is the time is given to us. Again, we know the formula that time is actually distance divided by speed. Distance divided by speed. So what time we are having? So the distance which bus travel is x kilometer. So we have taken this is x, this one, this is x. And what is the speed? 60 kilometer the speed is given to us. So it is x by 60. This is the time for this one, this tx, x by 60. Clear? This is the time required by bus. Then, what is this? Sorry.
Yes, मिस समझी.
So this is the time required by the bus. Then the time required by y, that is ty, is again time required by aeroplane is y upon distance travel is 700. So that is with the speed it's 700 speed. So y by 700 is the time for aeroplane, and total time is given to us. Look here, it takes 5 hours to complete the total journey. So the addition, the total time has been added here. So therefore tx plus ty, and the total time which is given to us, that is equals to 5 hours. So this is x by 600 plus y by 700 is equals to 5. And after simplifying, we have got this second equation. Now clear? Yes, any doubt? Everyone clear? I assume this is clear to everyone.
Students, if you have any doubt, you can ask.
Okay, ma'am.
No doubt, ma'am.
Okay, okay, very good.
Okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank
Stop
you.
now. Okay.
I am a doubt.